Welcome to this series of Last Lap to CMAT, and this is probably the last session of this last lap. We already had a good number of sessions for the last 3 weeks. We have been conducting classes on different sections of CMAT, and this would have given you a good amount of practice and given you the idea, the type of questions that you can expect in the examination. Okay, so today we have the fifth session on current affairs. I'm sure you must have attended the previous four, and if you have not, please go through them because who knows what might be asked in the examination, right? So no one can guarantee that this is the thing that they can ask. It's just that the more you practice, the more chances you have to, the more knowledge you have for those topics. Okay. So we'll be discussing some questions related to current affairs and the relevant types which I believe could be relevant from examination point of view. Because if you talk about news, there are hundreds of kinds of news. Okay, but you need to go through the relevant ones, and I handpick those things and present them in the form of these sessions. On the day of the examination, now the admit cards are also released, so you must have seen where your center is. And on the day of the examination, we shall have the exam analysis at 9 p.m. So please do watch the session 9 p.m. to understand the examination pattern, difficulty level. All of the ones who are asking that what could be the cutoff, what could be the cutoff, you will get to know that day. Okay, because till now, unless you appear for the paper, you do not know the cutoff. Right? So let's appear for the exam and then discuss all those things on the day of the examination. So let's begin with the first question. Which Arab country will introduce federal corporate income tax on business profits from June 2023? This country was known was preferred by people because it did not have any any corporate income tax on profits. Now it will start charging corporate tax. Which is that country? Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, Kuwait. They have announced that, and from June 2023 they will start charging tax. That country is UAE. Okay, UAE till now does not charge any corporate tax on businesses, so it will start charging this from June 23 onwards. Who has written the book Golden Boy Neeraj Chopra? Recently released book Neeraj Chopra, Golden Boy Neeraj Chopra. Who is the author of this book? So the right answer is Navdeep Singh Gill. Okay, Navdeep Singh Gill is the author of this book, Golden Boy Neeraj Chopra. The tableau of which state was picked as the best tableau among the Republic Day parade on 26 January 2022. So tableau, which state was given the best tableau award? So that is of Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Who was recently named as brand ambassador of Bata India? Who was named as the brand ambassador of Bata India? Which of these actresses? Isha Patni, Alia Bhatt, Shraddha Kapoor, Taapsee Pannu. The brand ambassador of Bata India is Disha Patni. Who is the winner of 2021 ICC Spirit of Cricket Award? Which of these players won the 2021 ICC Spirit of Cricket Award? Darrell Mitchell, David Warner, Suryakumar Yadav, Kagiso Rabada. So Spirit of Cricket Award is given for some sort of like you do some fair play, a thing of fair play in the game. Okay, and that shows like you know that cricket is called a, game of gentlemen. So if you exhibit some such characteristic in the game, so that is given as Spirit of Cricket. So that was given to Darren Mitchell. So during 2020 World Cup semi-final, like he hit the bowler was Adil Rashid, so he was at the non-striker's end. So when the batsman hit the shot, he came in between, and due to which the bowler could not catch the ball, right? So he decided not to take the run. So that's why he was given the Spirit of Cricket Award. Which of these countries recently announced visa-free entry to Indian business persons? Visa-free entry to Indian businesses. Thailand, Maldives, Singapore, Malaysia. That is Maldives. Okay, Maldives has announced visa-free entry to Indian business persons. This social media platform announced take a break feature to encourage breaks from social media. So this social media campaign, that was a campaign by that platform. It wanted people to stay away from social media for a while and then engage in some other activities. Okay, and it was a worldwide campaign. It was conducted in India as well. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Take a break. If you use a lot of these social media apps, you must have heard of this campaign. So it is Instagram. Okay, on a global level, they conducted this. thing called take a break to stay away from social media. Which Indian city will get the first bullet train station? So bullet train will soon be available in India in a few years. So which is the first city to get that bullet train station? Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Surat, Delhi. So the city that will get is Surat. Okay. So the train is between Mumbai and Ahmedabad, right? But the first city that will develop this bullet train station will be Surat. The train will be run between Mumbai and Ahmedabad. Which central jail has started its own radio channel, Jail Vani FM 18.77? So any idea about this? Okay, yes says Indore. Heard of this news? So yes, it is in Indore. Indore is the first jail to conduct that. Named 18.77 because this was established in 1877. Okay, that was some easy thing to guess. Why would they keep such a unique name? Because generally it is 90s, the frequency is in that range. So that is not the frequency, that is the name of the FM channel. Okay, that is in Indore. Which FMCG company has become 100% plastic waste neutral company in India? From some FMCG brand to become 100% plastic waste neutral company in India. Which month news? Don't know the month. I mean, maybe Jan, Feb, somewhere around that time. Why do you want to worry about the month? But yeah, it was a recent news. Which is this company that became 100% plastic waste neutral company? Dabur, HUL, Nestle, Patanjali. The current affairs is also so vast, right? Let alone be static GK, right? So you cannot guarantee that what can come in GK, what cannot come. Okay. And the more you keep reading, the more facts you know, the better chances you have to score in the examination, right? The right answer is Dabur. Okay, so Dabur became 100% plastic waste neutral company. So all recycle, it is using all recycled plastic. Okay. Now this is an easy one. I expect you to answer this question. The Turkish business person Ilker IC turned down the offer to be the CEO of which airlines? Ilker IC. He turned down the offer to be CEO of which airlines? So this was a big news. This I'm sure you must have heard of this, right? So Ilker IC, he's a Turkish guy. So he was already working as a CEO of some Turkish airlines, right? So he was offered Air India CEO. Okay, in February he was given this thing that he will be appointed as the Air India CEO. But 2 weeks after the announcement of this, he turned down the offer. Which country topped the medal tally in the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics? Beijing Winter Olympics were held recently. Which country was the topper in that? China, Germany, Sweden, Norway. So the topper was Norway. Okay, Norway, then Germany, then China. So these were the top three. Okay. Which of the following became the world's first bank to set up shop in the metaverse? So metaverse is a virtual world. Okay, and which of these banks became the first bank to set up a shop in metaverse? So that is JP Morgan. Okay, JP Morgan became the first bank in metaverse. France announced military withdrawal from which country after more than 9 years fighting a jihadist insurgency? Which of these African countries, right, the French military forces withdrew from them? So they were they were in that country for 9 years fighting jihadi insurgency. Now they have returned. The right answer is Mali. So Mali is a country in Africa which was formerly ruled also by France. Okay, it was a French colony uh, in the late means in the mid 19th 20th century it became independent. This you should know because I mean I also expect that they will ask questions related to COVID in the examination. Since last year we have seen that all examinations, all these GK based examinations ask something or the other, right? So Zycov-D is a DNA plasmid based COVID-19 vaccine developed by which country? Zycov-D. It's a DNA based on DNA plasmid thing. Which country has developed this? Zycov-D. DNA based vaccine. Not heard of it? यार एटलीस्ट कोविड से रिलेटेड जितनी भी वैक्सीन वेरिएंट जो भी चीजें हैं do read about that, right? So it is developed by India, so that is I mean uh, uh, Zydus Life Sciences, that is the name of the company. Okay, formerly it was called as Cadila. Okay, now the name has changed to Zydus. So that has developed this vaccine. So Zy-CoV-D. So Zydus, ZY Zydus, CoV-D is COVID vaccine. Okay, so that is created by India. Tata Play is a joint venture of the Tata Sons, the Walt Disney Company, and Temasek Holdings. What are the respective shares of these three entities? Interesting question. So Tata Play is a joint venture of three firms, right? Not only Tata, it is with Walt Disney and Temasek Holdings. What are the shareholdings of these three? Vaccine certificate? No, you're not required to carry vaccine certificate. Just check those disclaimer forms. That's enough. So this is one of those random questions that appear in the examination. People do not expect such kind of questions, isn't it? Tata Play, you know that Tata Sky was the former company and now it is rebranded as Tata Play, right? So who are these are the three shareholders, and at what percentage they have it? 60, 30, 10, right? So Tata Sons have 60%, Walt Disney has 30%, and Temasek Holdings has 10% share in the company. Who was the captain of Indian under 19 cricket team that won the World Cup 2022? Raj Bawa, Ankrish Raghuvanshi, Yash Dhul, Sheikh Rashid. Captain of under 19 cricket team. So India won the World Cup for the fifth time. They beat England. Okay. Previously, the four captains that have won are Mohammad Kaf. Okay, then Virat Kohli. Okay, Unmukt Chand. And then Prithvi Shaw. These were the four captains of the four previous winners, right? So this time it was Yash Dhal. So India won it for the fifth time. Now this is something that anyway cricket is popular, so cricket set of questions you should be knowing. Okay. Now this is an easy one and important as well. And what is the name given to the operation to evacuate Indian nationals from Ukraine due to the Russia-Ukraine tension? What is the name of that uh, operation? Easy one, it's Operation Ganga. Okay, Operation Devi Shakti, I mean थोड़ा सा पुराना हो गया, that was during that अफगानिस्तान. ठीक है, ये भी पूछ सकते हैं, not necessarily कि अभी का पूछें. They might go to 6, 7, 8 months back and ask what was Operation Devi Shakti. Okay, so that was from Afghanistan. This is from Ukraine. Which former RBI governor has resigned from the post of non-executive and independent director of Britannia Industries Limited? So former RBI governor resigned from non-executive and independent director of Britannia. Urjit Patel, Raghuram Rajan, D. Subbarao, Shaktikant Das. एक ऑप्शन तो ऐसे ही एलिमिनेट कर दोगे. Right? The right answer is Urjit Patel. Okay, Shaktikant Das is the current RBI Governor, right? So you could eliminate one, got three options. As per the TomTom Traffic Index rating 2021, which is the most congested city in India? Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, or Pune? The right answer is Mumbai. Okay, so Mumbai is fifth at the global level. Okay, Bangalore is 10th, but Bangalore is more infamous for traffic. Delhi 11th and Pune 21st. Okay, and like first is Istanbul. So Mumbai is in the fifth position globally and top position in India. Which of these sports franchises became country's first sports unicorn? Unicorn, you understand, right? $1 billion valuation. Country's first unicorn. Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings, Delhi Capitals, Royal Challengers Bangalore. How do I remember? I read and create these questions, right? I read the news and then I find some relevant information and then create questions. So it is CSK, okay, not Mumbai Indians. So unless you know the answer, don't just randomly mark. ठीक है, कहीं पे हो सकता है कि तुम सोचोगे अंबानी सबसे अमीर है, मुंबई इंडियंस कर देते हैं. गलत भी हो सकता है एग्जाम में. Param Praveg, one of the most powerful supercomputers in the country, has been commissioned by which institute? Param Praveg is a supercomputer and it is one of the most powerful supercomputers in the country. Was recently taken by one of these institutions. Which of these? So that is IISc Bangalore. Okay, it is an IISc Bangalore. Who have played the superhero character in the graphic novel project Atharv the Origin? So this was recently, the poster was released. Okay, and if you've seen this poster, you should be knowing the answer. Should we take risks? See, it's up to you. Right. If you have done a good number of questions, don't take a risk in too many questions. Maybe a few questions. Because risk generally goes in vain. Right. Personal experience, many times you take a risk, especially in exams, right? So that is MS Dhoni, and you must have seen that some superhero, some sort of superhero in that movie. That is like a graphic novel, the author of the origin. Who is the author of the book How to Prevent the Next Pandemic? So one of these executives has written it. दो ऑप्शंस में तो मार सकते हैं बट वो मतलब वही होता है कि like it's pure luck, right? जीके में कोई ऐसे logically you can't think many times. I'm not saying that you should not take, you should take. So that is Bill Gates. Okay, Bill Gates' book will be released soon. So not yet released, it will be released soon. So he's written on that. So you must have heard that when the pandemic arrived, there were a lot of talks, right? His video some years back, right in 2015, he had launched a video that the next uh, thing that will hit the world, that will kill so many people, will be a virus kind of thing. He had that video, so that come this, right? You might have guessed in this case. Okay, Praveen Kumar Sopti, best known for playing Bhim in the TV series Mahabharat, passed away recently. He was formerly associated with which sport? So he was a like sports person as well, and you will be surprised to know that he won medals for India in the Asia Cup and in the Commonwealth Games also. So he has two gold medals, one bronze, one silver in Asia Cup, and one silver medal in Commonwealth Games. So which sport did he play? Boxing, football, athletics, hockey. So interesting, right? You might not have heard about him, right? You must have heard that he used to play the role of Mahabharat. So he was associated with athletics, right? So he in the Asia Cups he had two gold, one silver, one bronze across different Asia Cups, not the same year. So that was in this was in hammer throw and in discus throw. No, this was in discus throw and this was in hammer throw. So he used to participate in discus throw and hammer throw. He was one of the prominent Indian athletes that time. Okay, and in Commonwealth Games also he had won one silver. Okay, so he was a famous athlete back then. Okay, like you have Neeraj Chopra these days. So he used to win medals in Commonwealth and Asia. He was prominent athlete that time. Okay. All right. So these were the questionnaire for the day. Okay, and related to the current affairs that are from the recent times and might be relevant for the examination. Okay, so in this series we covered current affairs for the past 5-6 months. See, there is no limit to GK. GK is something that makes it the most challenging thing. You cannot cover it in just one day, and you say ki, or 1 week or 15 days. Right? It requires constant preparation. Yeah, current affairs at least you can brush up. Static is very vast. The more you study, the better you get at it. Okay, so that's how it is, right? It's a reality that you cannot cover that in few unless you have a very sharp memory that you can retain too much of information in less period of time. That way you can cover. Otherwise, it is about constant build up of things. Okay. All right. So that is it for today's class. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day ahead. And the admit cards are out. Please check them. And on 9th of April, we shall have the examination. Uh, uh, at 9 p.m. So please do watch that. Okay, so thanks. Have a great day. Goodbye.